Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Lorraine and welcome to my channel. Now, just before I dive in there and pull your cards for today, I'd just like to say I am an experienced and professional holistic and spiritual counselor and mentor, and I offer 100% money back guarantee for image readings, tarot readings, also the programs, as well as spiritual and holistic counselling and mentorship, plus advice to help you with union with self and union with your person. And also I offer astrology boost charts. Just check out the details in the description box below this video for more information. Right, so let's dive in there, guys, and let's see what messages the cards have for you, for both you and your person's love journey thus far. Hang on. Okay. Okay, alright, so you were coming in with Temperance and you were coming in with the Chariot. So coming in with Temperance, you're actually coming in with Saggy. Saggy is ruled by Jupiter. Okay, and coming in with the Chariot card, you were coming in with Cancer here. And Cancer is ruled by the Moon. I just need to check this one out here. So Jupiter is about luck and expansion here, guys. It's also about it also comes in as learning, higher learning here. It's about knowing your stuff. Alright, guys, it's about study, it's about exploring here, learning knowledge, gaining knowledge. Alright, but it also comes in as how you use that knowledge. Alright, not only to benefit yourself, but how does that benefit others? How does that create change? Temperance. Alright, now coming in with the Chariot card, you're actually coming in with the Moon card here. And so what the Moon card talks about there in your reading, 1 minute, guys. Yeah. It does come in as your private life here in your reading. Let me just keep going with that. But it actually comes in as cycles here. New beginnings, endings here. Alright, guys? Alright. Now let me keep going here, because you are coming. See, Jupiter is actually in Cancer at this point in time. Here, guys. So it comes in here as feeling really good about yourself here. This is both you and your person. You're coming in here. I do talk about it a lot on my channel, but it's what motivates you, what inspires you here. Okay? And where does that motivation come from here? Where does that inspiration come from? It comes from self, but what builds it? How did you build it here, guys? Like I said, coming in with Jupiter, it's about knowing your stuff here. Yeah. Now this is both you and your person here, knowing what you want. Learning your lessons. It does talk about a belief system. Alright guys. Here. Alright, let's keep going here. See, for both you and your person, it is coming in as doing the things that you love to do. Of course, here guys, but it can also talk about here is gaining that confidence, gaining that knowledge and understanding as to how you're going to execute your plan, your strategy here, and what is part of that strategy. Here, because I would say here in your reading, it's not about just going out there to execute the plan here, guys. What it's talking about here is that there are going to be steps within this plan. Hence why you come in with temperance here, in order to get the end goal, in order to get the victory, the triumph here, the win here in your reading. Alright, let's keep going here. And part of those steps, those smaller steps within the strategic plan could very well be about your confidence, your self-worth here. But how are you going to build that self-worth coming in with temperance? That's what it's saying. Don't rush it. Don't just rush in here, guys. And this could also be your person. Don't just rush in. Are you ready here? Put the plan in motion. Put the plan in motion here. All right, let's keep going here. So that it will happen and it will go in your favor. Follow your plan to a T is what it talks about here. Don't get wavered. Don't get wavered off your path or influenced off your path. I do get that there is a specific path here, guys. I was going to say that too. All right, let's go. Alright, so you were coming in with the Four of Swords, you have the Two of Cups, and you were also coming in with the Ace of Pentacles here in your reading. And this is an obstacle and a challenge. Here it comes in as getting ready. You know, exactly what I said here, guys. It's pretty much coming in that way. Are you ready to execute this plan? And I spoke about what are the steps, what steps are you going to take in order to execute this plan, because what it can talk about here in your reading is that to get in a better position, that's what it's talking about here, guys. To get in a better position here and know that you are going to get triumph in a sense. Now this is both you and your person here in your reading. The Four of Swords, healing after heartbreak, definitely needs to be looked at here, because that Four of Swords is actually part of the Chariot card here. but it is also part of temperance as well here. And when we're talking about healing after heartbreak, what you're actually looking at here is, it talks about taking time out for yourself, gaining and learning more about yourself here, guys. Why you think a certain way, why you feel a certain way. Remember when I spoke about some of these steps may have to do with your confidence, may have to do with your self-worth here, but it also comes in as unconditional love for oneself here, temperance. All right, guys? And so how is that going to happen? What is that going to look like? What is it going to feel like here, guys? And so book an image reading with me, as I'm not just a tarot reader. If you want to know the difference between image reading and tarot reading, just check out the details in the description box below this video. All right, guys? So that you are ready here for the Two of Cups here in your reading. Because there is definitely coming in with the Ace of Pentacles here. It talks about getting to the Ace of Pentacles, and I always see the Ace of Pentacles as oneself here. A better version of yourself here, guys, and making better choices. Because when you come in with the Four of Swords here, and you've released and transmuted here, guys, negative energy and attachments here, and if you want to go through that, if you want to learn about that here, guys, all right, and know how to release and transmute negative energy, book me for counselling. Image reading first, then counselling. All right, guys, as I am a spiritual and holistic counsellor, and I can help you to release that and transmute that negative energy. All right, so that you can rebuild, but rebuild here, and also love yourself. That's what it's talking about here in your reading. See, that is part of the strategy. That is part of triumph here. How you are going to get triumph here, guys. All right, so let's keep going here. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Alright, so you have the Three of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Pentacles here, and you are coming in with the High Priestess here in your reading. So that is, it kind of comes in as showing up here, guys. Slow moving is this High Priestess. There is a delay. Well, potentially here there is, here in your reading. It does come in as making some changes here. Making some serious changes here in your reading. Potentially here you're not going to take the action as yet. Here, guys, you may not even take the steps here, or there's a fear to commit here. There's a fear to make something happen or make something real or bring certain things into your reality. The way in which it talks about, because what it also talks about here in your reading, I spoke about the changes, but it's also coming in as reprogramming here. It also comes in as leaving the past program here, leaving an outdated belief system, an outdated program here. All right. Okay. It's okay. So you are coming in with the Eight of Pentacles. It's so you're coming in with 23. It comes in as not too sure if you're wanting to start all over here, start from the beginning here in your reading. But if you do start from the beginning here, it comes in as no one is going to tell you how to build it. No one is going to tell you what to do. But this time you build it your way. Hence why you come in with Temperance. Hence why you come in with the Chariot card. If you don't invest here, guys, but the investors don't invest in yourself. If you don't invest in yourself, if you don't show yourself unconditional love and start doing the things that you love to do so that you can build your confidence and your self-worth and finally see yourself as valued here, that's what it's talking about here in your reading, because that's definitely what you are wanting to do. And see, what it also talks about here is that your person sees your potential here in your reading. See, what I get here in your reading is that you have a plan. You have a strategy. Your person has a strategy here. All right? But in order to execute this strategy, this plan, certain things need to be, I want to say, in order. Certain things need to happen here. There are things here that you need to build, coming in with the Three of Pentacles here in your reading, but it comes in as here, guys, a bit fearful to build this new foundation in a sense. It can also talk about friendships here, guys, or new social circle. It comes in that way here, or being a part of new things here. A fear to commit here in your reading. All right. Okay, I am going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your reading. See, I want to back it up, because what it also talks about here in your reading is the way in which it's coming in. It comes in, I don't want to do it by myself. And of course, you struggle with that. Let me tell you that, because who are you if you're not mum, if you're not a partner here? Because it's telling me here in your reading you don't want to do this alone here. But we are coming in with confidence here. That's what it's talking about. And you know that a lot of what you want to do, you actually have to take the steps by yourself without being pushed or motivated by other people here. That's what it's saying. All right, I am going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching here. Yeah. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll catch you later. Bye.